Greetings, warriors! My name's Pretty, and well, it's finally time to talk about Nowi's Resplendent. Yeah, it's been a kind of a chaotic past few weeks. So, finally got time to sit down and do it. I hope future ones aren't going to be this late, but And hey, this is my first video after being monetized and hitting, 1,000 subscribers. So I just want to take a moment and actually properly thank everybody on video. I know I did a stream of my reaction and, the party that happened afterwards, but I still want to just take a moment and say thank you. I am so incredibly thankful that I have this opportunity to make content that people seem to like and, can entertain you guys. I have so much fun making these, and I really hope that you guys continue to like making and continue watching my content, and just here's to another great 6 months, year, so on, for however long I do this, and I am so incredibly thankful. With that out of the way, time for the Resplendent review. So, if you haven't watched any of my previous ones, what I like to do is 1, talk about the character's design and how well it fits into their new world. 2, talk about their personality and how well it fits in with the general theming of the realm. And 3, finally, my thoughts. Let's put up the Moosebell design aesthetic that I have made so that you guys can get kind of in the mindset that I'm in. And let's talk about Nowi, shall we? Speaking strictly off of the design, just 100% based off of her design, it is an okay Moosebell design. It is very similar in the vein of what Sonia wore, but Sonia wears it differently, and I'll talk about that in my opinions later on. But she's got the color palette, which is nice. Moosebell is pretty consistent on the color palette, which I appreciate. She doesn't really have a horn headdress, but she has the tiara on her head, which I think is fitting enough. She's got the long cape, as well as feathers on her hips. I do wish that her cape looked a little more fiery. I understand that they have the colors of the fire, but I wish it had more of the texture of what you would see in a fire cloak, similar to a Leon's cloak. She's got the black feathers. Her pants are pretty much non-existent, so they fall into the category of short, so yay. Her boots aren't knee-high. She has stockings that are above the knee, but her boots are just ankle boots, and I guess that's fine. Ties more with, Moosebell the God's design. She doesn't have any armor, which is okay since she's a dragon. Dragon units typically don't show very much armor, even if they are armor units, but it's just something. I think I have to dive into a little bit of my personal opinions here for a second. I personally do not like this design, so I feel like that is hindering my judgment of analyzing that if it's a good Resplendent costume. I love Nowi as a character. Hate her outfit. But as a Moosebell design, okay, let's put away my biases for a second. As a Moosebell design, it fits. It's not perfect. It's definitely not god tier like Sonia's, but it fits. For that, I'm gonna have to give it a 8 out of 10. Changes I would do is make the inside of the cape a little more fiery in texture. Probably give her higher boots, and maybe just add a smidge bit armor. It doesn't have to be a lot. Maybe it could be some sort of gauntlets on her wrists. I think that would be nice, but, and probably, you know, cover up her stomach, but we'll get to that in my thoughts. All right, now we're going to dive into Nowi's personality. If you haven't played Awakening, please skip to the time code below to skip any potential spoilers, but essentially I'm reading off of the Fire Emblem fandom site on her personality. So, let's go! Nowi, due to the slow aging of Manakets, mostly acts like a child, but it is often done to cheer others up. She loves playing outside and is always looking for a playmate, though she explains to Na that her constant playing also serves as her training regimen. Upon joining the army, Nowi immediately understands her cheerful impact on the army and acts accordingly to keep the army's morale up. Despite this, Nowi is well aware of her Manakete status and, like Tiki, is afraid of being alone, knowing that one day her human friends will die while she continues on to live for many more millennia, which is shown in her support with Vike. Nevertheless, Nowi continues to live every day enjoying the time she has with everyone in the army. Nowi has her moments showing her maturity, especially with her children, to whom she uses less childish language and makes sure to care for them and raise them the best that she can. This is particularly evidenced in her supports with Na, where she is concerned of Na's uses of her Dragonstone to train, as it is too powerful and may negatively affect younger Manakets. In the following conversations, Nowi shows how much information she picks up while seemingly playing nonchalantly, as well as her ability to heed her child's wishes and incorporate them into her guidance, earning Na's respect naturally and making her change her initial thoughts about Nowi. Nowi is also shown to be very perceptive to the emotions of others, such as when she notices Na pent-up sadness upon a glance and lets her cry in her arms. Okay, so for Muspel, think of all of the other Muspel characters, right? Nowi does not fit. Just plain and simple. So the way that I see Muspel characters, at least the theming behind them, is that it's characters that have received power, either unwillingly, willingly, kind of, you know, power. Feels like a lot more of a mature storyline. Pretty much like, also could be seen as like characters rising up to fight against hardships, kind of earning the power to defeat trials in front of them. Nowi does not fit that at all. Nowi very much seems in line more with the fairies. Plain and simple. She is cheerful. Yes, while she is perceptive of the world around her, she does have great power, but it's never something to overcome physical type of confrontations. It's a lot more of emotional things where she's dealing with loneliness and not wanting to be alone. She wants to cheer people up, but yeah, she does not fit Muspel at all. I mean, please comment below if you disagree with me, because I would love to hear other people's opinions. After all, these are just my thoughts on what I think Muspel represents. So please comment below, let me know if you disagree with this rating, but it's gonna be a flat 0 out of 10 for me on that. Oh boy. And now, finally, my thoughts. Let's start with positive things, shall we? Let's get in a good mindset before I talk about my other opinions. I do like the art. The art itself is beautiful. I love her attacking art and her special art. Like, the flames, the petals, the color changing, the movement of the Dragonstone. I like that. I like when there's small touches like that. Her damaged art. And now, let's move into the negatives, shall we? So I have mentioned before that I'm not the biggest fan of Nowi's design. I love Nowi as a character, but my problem is, Fire Emblem has a trend of seemingly immortal dragons that are childlike. Like with Faye, like with Nowi, like with young Tiki. Faye and young Tiki have a little bit more of a pass for me, because both of them are dressed in more childish clothing. Nowi, on the other hand, is not in childlike clothing. She's very much dressed as you would see somebody who is an adult and who likes sharing their body. Someone like Sonia, which I compared the outfit to earlier. Sonia's outfit works. She's exposing her midriff. They're wearing roughly about the same clothes, but it works on Sonia because she is adult looking. She is an adult one, and she has the body of an adult. Nowi, on the other hand, is very much child-coded. She acts like a child, she is small like a child, and to me, I am very uncomfortable seeing a character that is child-coded in such revealing clothing. If they just covered up her stomach with the same sort of mesh that she's wearing on her legs, I would be much happier about it because it creates more of a childlike look to her, which is very hard because Nowi's clothes, even in the base game of Awakening, are just bad. They are probably one of my worst, least favorite Fire Emblem character designs, which is unfortunate because I really do like Nowi as a character. I love that she wants to cheer people up. I love that she can actually be really thoughtful and perceptive and not just dumb like a dumb child. But the fact is, she is child-coded. And for a child-coded character to be dressing up as an adult who is very confident in their body and likes to show off their body, it feels wrong to me. So that's why I have such negative thoughts tied to this Resplendent. I'm probably going to use it. I do have a plus 10 Nowi, but I'm not going to, this isn't going to make me use her more as a unit. I have female Corrin that is better than my Nowi right now. So if it wasn't for the art, I would give her a 0 because of the strong emotions that I have tied to her outfit. But since her art quality is really, really, really nice, I can't express how much I love it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Just cover up the midriff, please. I'm gonna give her a solid 2 out of 10. If she had the midriff covered, at least, I would definitely bump it up higher. But alas, she does not, and I don't like that. Well, what are your thoughts? I know I got pretty heated in this review, but it's Nowi. I have problems with Nowi. Who do you think's going to be the next Resplendent, and where do you think they're going to be from? Personally, I'm still waiting for female Corrin. Should have been female Corrin instead of Nowi, in my opinion. Female Corrin needed the upgrade more than Nowi did. I realistically thinking though, I think the next one is probably going to be some sort of green unit. Because it's been a little while since we've had a green unit as a Resplendent. As for realms, I feel like they're going to do whatever the new realm is for the book. I feel like they're going to be like, hey, introducing the new realm, and look, a new Resplendent to fit into that realm. And if they do that, I'm going to panic so hard because I'm not going to be able to analyze the personality. And maybe not the outfit either, because I don't know how many characters they'll introduce at the start. Very interested to see how this next Resplendent goes. But, please leave your comments down below, even if you disagree with me. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Keep fighting your battles, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo!